Well, hooty hoo indeed there, BBPN guest there. We had to take a bit of a break there. It's all the fun of having to move things around there, including casting of all cases, an actual proper broadcast booth. No, seriously, a whole entire casting room, among other things, is actually being rigged and designed as we speak there. Yeah, it's one of the biggest plans there. Because the wife would like to have her desk back, apparently. Fun fact, that one there. Yeah, she says I'll get a little excitable, especially when the beer cans and everything else go flying. Anyway, BBPN Season 9, glad you're all tuned in. This would not be anything else there, except for, 12 inches of snow? Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah. Sent directly from Edmonton through via Winterpaint. Let's get it started here, shall we? Alright, Constable, what have you brought for me today here? Is it disease? I hope fucking not. No, it's not disease. Ah, yes, the stew's cooking nicely. Unfortunately, no Havleys can be seen in the stadium. You bastards forgot to share, did you? Alright, well, here they are, fresh from the hell of a fight, hell of a victory. Yeah, it's drunken mayhem. You remember, you were witness to the absolute nuffling there of the Khemri. Yeah, well, they made it all pure. Now, see, there's still no reserves. The team still can't believe it's bloody luck here. They have been sleeping with Nuffle on the off chance here things go wrong. Yet, down with Dwarves I hear from the supporters bench. There's no love lost out there. Absolutely no love lost. Come on, say it with me. You love Dwarves. You absolutely do. Anyway, yeah, they get themselves a reroll. Of course they do. He complained. Yep, Dwarves are already starting off with a reroll. As you can see, they've got a wizard. Now they got 4 rerolls, and that's it. Meanwhile, looking at the vampires here, 5 rerolls, and they do actually have 3 reserves here, so they are ready for a very ugly fight indeed here. And they watch the broadcast. They are very aware what the Dwarves can do, besides sleep with Nuffle. Alright, they're on their way, and the exit starts.
Get in my belly!
Oh god, dwarf cannibalism. There's a hit, that's what you wanted.
Attack this one!
Yeah, they're definitely attacking away. And the dwarves, easy KO there. That's a good start for the dwarf viewpoint. And they're going to try and make it too.
Aye, sir!
Yeah, unfortunately, it's only stun. So, dwarves already off and running here, doing the best dwarf things dwarfs can do here. Yeah, dwarves not too concerned right now. However, it is a very deep kick here. Best advice, and I've been delightfully impressed by the evolution of this coach here. Vampire seems to be your secret. You've been brilliant with them all season here. But you've run into a dwarf firm of density. Isn't it supposed to be density? No, it's density. Quietly, it's definitely density. Alright, got it?
Moonstick!
Yeah, exactly. That seems to be the battle cry of the day here. Alright, well now let's see if they can turn it around. Block or block? Well, fat lot of fucking good that did. And now here's the thing. Why are you staying there? No, seriously, why are you staying there? It doesn't serve any purpose, really. It doesn't. I can see why you're trying to, but it's not serving a purpose. And then speaking of purpose, yeah, there we go. There are now 4 vampires on the field. Unfortunately, there's only 6 thralls at the moment. This could be just soon changing to 5. Are you ready, lads? Oh, God.
You are not prepared.
Well, we're off to a great start, aren't we there? Yep. You see, this is where I've been arguing for ages there. If the vampires want to be a more viable team, you've got to give the thralls thick skull just to keep them on the board a little bit longer. Well, there we go. Now, all of a sudden, the vampires already down by turn 1, 2 players. 1 they had no control over, unfortunately. It's smart reroll management, but there's not really much you can do about it, is it? Oh, well, that is the sound of intimidability. Yeah, that's a word. I looked it up just last week. How do you spell it? You don't spell it, it's a fucking word. Yes, you do. Shut up. Alright, Dwarves waddling along here. Dwarves, very aware here, and extremely aware that the one team that can really mess with a cage is, of all things, vampires. Look at the absolute perfection of this cage here. God, God, God. Did we mention God? Lots of fucking God. Fun fact, if he's hypnotized, the God doesn't work. So the vampires may have to completely revise this entire defense. And being out 2 thralls is not helping them. No, not one dickens. Meanwhile, over here, 1 die on the blodge, and of course it hits. When does it ever miss for this fucking coach? I swear. Why do you have rerolls? You don't need them. Yeah, well then again, that was the complaint last game against this coach here. And he admits it, he got lucky. He's the first to admit it, and now the vampires get to work.
I'm going to gut you like a Cornish game hen.
And you can see the vampires not wasting any time. They're going to absolutely hypnotize every chance they get, and they're going to see what they can do here to mess up the opposition. Vampires, of course, picking on the corners here, making use of hypnotic gaze every chance they've got here. And yeah, of course, there's the Bloodlust rerolls. It does make it here. But guess what this means? 2 red dice, because the sheer amount of frustration trying to get through the cage. Push me, push you. However, I was about to say... You know, the Dwarves have diving tackle for a reason on that one player. And he's absolutely perfectly positioned and takes the vampire down. Brilliant play shown by the Dwarf coach. Unfortunately, the Dwarf coach just discovered what a double skull feels like.
Where's me drink?
Yeah, he wishes he knew where his drink was. Where's mine? Well, the vampires, this actually made it incredibly easy now. They can very quickly take this runner out. He's only got dodge, so a good solid hit should take him down here. Vampires, again, have to reroll the Bloodlust, but he can easily come around here, full speed ahead, 2 dice, gets the POW! Beautifully done.
Hulk! Smash!
And now the vampires get right back to work here. Yeah, vampires, like I said, absolutely a one team. And remember, that was why they did the Hypnogaze. But paying attention to the cast, haven't you? Because when the Dwarves goofed up, guess what? They forgot to activate. So they're still hypnotized. See? This is why you do it every chance. And guess who's got the ball? Yeah, the vampire's absolutely... Oh, why? Why does he have to Bloodlust now? Yeah, that's 2 Bloodlusts the same turn. And so much for that idea. And there's yet another KO thanks to Bloodlust. Fun fact, Bloodlust is only a 1 in 6. And you just witnessed a hell of a bad day.
This is Sparta!
Yeah, you saw that right. Vampires, 1 in 6 Bloodlust. They just Bloodlusted not once but twice, and it cost them a player. Yes, of course it does. Dwarves right back into the fight. They get themselves a quick KO right there.
This is my boomstick!
Yeah, you mentioned that already there. Welcome to the gun show. Dwarves, now they're remembering to activate players. Bang it right there.
I drink, I get drunk, I fall down. No problem.
Yeah, no problem indeed. Absolutely no problem indeed there. Well, the Dwarves do get a solid takedown there. Get themselves yet another KO. And I'm seeing Twitch is having fun again. Stop it, Twitch. Okay. We're in the middle of a live game here. Thank you.
I can't drink anymore.
Yep. Double 1.
I like my beer like I like my women. Stout and bitter.
Well, this is it. The vampires finally got something going their way. Now, the vampires have to risk as a business, absolutely pad and stack this one up. They don't really have any say in the matter. They've got to get players over here and stack these Dwarves up as hard as they can here. And remember, they're already down 5 players, so there's not really many players to do that, so this is running with the football. Of course, he could have actually thrown the ball if he wanted right here. I'm serious, he could have just thrown the ball here. Force the Dwarves have to go back and get it here. Vampires, of course, playing the turn out. Big kick, and now he needs to run and dodge through, and there he goes! And he's hoping something actually works. Makes all the dodges, gets in a position here to at least slow the Dwarves down. And yes, there's still hope. Or is that hop? I don't know, there's a misprint around the E. Aki patong zibling. Alright, Dwarves. 5-player advantage on this drive. Guess who's got the Calico off a brilliant retrieval here. So far, like I said, Vampires are playing a hell of a game so far. It's just shame Nuffle's not agreeing with them right now. Dwarves, alright, putting everything in, plus a bucket at Chris, runs in, makes the GFI here. Is there any more, nice little gerbils in their future? Let's find out. It's going to come down to 1, 2, 3, 4 and a GFI. Gerbils will make everyone's day here. Here he comes, full speed ahead. 2 dice, easy takedown, no problem.
Fantastic!
Yeah. Ball back. Oh, come on! No! Yeah, the dwarf catches the ball easily. Now he's trying to make the miracle dodge here. And there goes a reroll right there. Easily done. But that just took out that little problem. And yeah, there you saw it right there. Bloodlust again. Runs all the way over here because desperately needs to keep this one player standing just to keep the screen somewhat alive-ish. And here we go again. Oh. And they do it again. Yep, you saw that right. They did it again. They have once more taken out another one of their players. This time, an injury. Diabolical, lads. Diabolical. Of the 6 removals, 3 have been done by the Vampires to their own team. They just can't stop rolling bloodlusts. I swear, it's a Nuffling conspiracy this year. It really is. Dwarves now running up the field here with a 6 dwarf advantage. Unbelievable. Big punch gets the takedown right there. And now it's time for the Dwarves to run up the pitch there. Can you die? Nope, the worst injury is a badly hurt. Any injury is automatically a badly hurt. It always is. No, that's not wrong. On a bloodlust, nope, the worst they could do is badly hurt. That is absolutely the worst. Also, fun fact, nigglers do not stack or apply when getting bitten. It's a straight injury roll. Speaking of straight injury rolls there.
Meetings.
Yep, the Dwarves just failed a handoff action. Yep, they just failed an easy handoff action. But the Vampires are in no position to take advantage of it. They've got all these Vampires down the field because they're expecting the ball to still be down here. And it's not. So here we go. The Vampires now have to somehow, by miracle, get this ball and get it down the field. Now, if they can do... Oh, come on! Yeah, you see that? Another bloodlust. And now we have to go and suck face one more time.
Run, coward!
Yeah, there it is. Another casualty. Because of course it is. Fuck. Remember we were talking about here the Vampires came in with 3 reserves? Well, there's 2 of them. Of the 7 removals from the pitch, 4 have been caused by the Vampires. Sigh. That's when you know Nuffling's being an utter cunt, isn't he? Yeah, and you saw what just happened there. Has to be removed from the field. Because he failed to suck face. Because you already went and wasted the Bloodlust earlier. So again, only 4 Vampires on the field is rolling a 1 in 6. Not once, but twice in a turn. For the second fucking time. Uncunting believable here. So the Dwarves, basically and completely outplayed here by the Vampires, are being handed again a game here, it seems like, because of Nuffle. Alright, there we go. Easy picks up of the ball here. Now he's going to run for his life. Well, he's within range. Doesn't deserve to be, but he's in range. And meanwhile, the Dwarves redeploy. Move along here. Move along. Nothing to see here. And they're just going to keep the Vampires marked at this point here, which is a smart move. Why don't you foul? No. Remember, they don't have any spare players. The Dwarves can't afford to lose anyone. Remember that last game? Big punch.
Guns don't kill people.
I do! Well, he certainly killed it. And the vampires do try to dodge out. They're going to go all out here.
Hell yeah!
Hell no. Well, at least he went on his own terms. That's saying something. Yep, he went on his own terms. A stake in his heart. Dwarves, yep. Not taking any chances. He's running with the Calico. And there's the score on the board. The Dwarves are up 1-0. What a bit of disappointment that was. Yeah, well, let's be honest, it is a bit of disappointment there. The vampires, you could say, and state pretty outright there, completely outplayed the dwarves. Except for Nuffle. No one apparently has been able to outplay the dwarves when it comes to a Nuffling. So the dwarves score on turn 8. A very unearned touchdown. Though some would argue the last game was kind of an unearned one. Mind you, they did play brilliantly. They played their best. The chemistry just, well, it just wasn't there. When the Nuffling happened, it really happened. Taking a look at the vampires here. That's really unfair, lad. That is really unfair. All right, here we go. Solid kick. And, of course, the dwarves go and get another reroll.
Get in my belly!
Not like the dwarves need it. Solid kick. It's not even a touchback. The vampires can't even get a touchback out of that one there. Oh, well, vampires, the only thing they can hope for and they're praying for is a removal. And so far, that's not working, lads. All right, let's try that again. There we go. There's a pal, but can you break AV9? Probably not. Well, you never know. The game is relatively early. Sigh.
Run, cowards!
Well, so much for that idea. We're going into halftime. Well, there's your halftime score. The Dwarves are leading the Vampires undeservedly 1-0. That's halftime, of course, being brought to you by Dr. Helix Healthcare Services. Remember, you maim them, he'll fix them. Sort of. Dr. Helix Healthcare Professional Services. Fun fact, he is, of course, supplying free apothecaries to every coach, whether they want them or not. Well, it is kind of true, isn't it there? Alright, well, the Vampires now have managed to mostly recover. They're still out a wrestle player, so it is 10-11. Well, let's give our cheers here. Up, up, hip, hip, huzzah, Australia, 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 God love you. Let's see if the Vampires can take this one back here. Mind you, it does kind of put the whole thing in context here. These two injuries are both vampire bites. Only badly hurts. Like I said, it's the worst it can get. But those are the two injuries, lads. And as for all those KOs, two of them were done by their own bites. Alright, would someone go and get the calico? Thank you very much. Alright, Vampires, good luck, lads. You'll need it. And immediately he gets a bloodlust to start his drive. Because of course he does! Alright, fails that one. And now it's time to go and suck some face.
Dead bodies everywhere! Dead bodies everywhere! Dead bodies everywhere! Dead bodies everywhere!
That is the first bloodlust he's gotten that's only a stun. I'm serious, that's the first one. Everything else has been a KO or an injury. That is his first bloodlust that hasn't removed a player. Uncunting believable. Alright, so the Vampires, it's a small thank you, but they'll take it. Vampires are not out of this one, lad. Now you can see the hyper-aggression the Vampires are having to do at this point here. Nothing else has worked. It's time for absolutely hyper-aggression to try and make something work. Charges forward, does get a punch, doesn't get anywhere. Keeps the player forward here. And doesn't waste the reroll trying to pick up the calico. I don't blame you. I really don't. I fucking don't at this point here. Alright, Dwarves. Now they're going to rush in. They're going to counterattack in, do as much as they can here. Preferably damage, bleeding, and guns. At least that's the theory anyway here. Howl indeed here, boy. You're seeing a bloody one. There's currently 1-0 for the Dwarves over the Vampires, though, as the entire supporter board would say out there, the Vampires 100% outplayed them. Nuffle also outplayed the Vampires, and hence the score's 1-0. Dwarves, of course, keeping a generally light screen, because this is one of the few times here the Vampires do have a bit of Bill Bexley speed, because they're all movement 6, versus the Dwarves, who are mostly 4 to 6. So, you know, the Vampires can outrun them, can outpower them, but they need some dice to start going their way. How about this one? Can this work? It's a start. Puts the pressure in here. Well, the Vampires, I hate to say it now, have one choice. Just go. Get the ball to someone, just go. There's no options really left at this point here. Push me, push you here. Chooses not to follow up here, so the Vampires may be looking at, I hate to say it, lads, a tie. But this is where the Vampires have a problem. Notice what's sitting over here. That's a wizard. And the Dwarves have it. So the Vampires really don't have a fucking choice right now. The Vampires have to press it for a hard score. They can't risk waiting. They really can't. And this is one hell of a fireball target, lad. Oh, this is gonna suck if the Dwarves see that. Well, so far the Dwarves, well, all they see is empty beer mugs. They definitely want to go and fill them. Alright, here we go. Solid punch. It's the Thrall. Takes him down here. You see, the Dwarves aren't really doing the damage so far this game. Supporters out there, you'd agree with that. It isn't the Dwarves doing the most damage so far. It's the Vampires themselves that have done far more damage. They've done the 2 injuries, and they've done 2 of the 4 KOs. And there's another gerbil. Kisses him right in the jaw. Oh, well, he does make the reroll there. It does hit him. Sends him flying. But that's fine. Dwarves, once again, running out of rerolls quick here. But they're not really being punished for it. At least not yet. It's still the second half. It's still possible here. But remember, for the Vampires, this is right now currently 10 on 11. Alright, solid push. Well, that's not doing him any good here. Shoves him forward here. You know, if the Vampires could actually, you know, take advantage here of their strength 4, this would be great. However, the Vampires do, remember, have Hypnotic Gaze. So this is now where they're starting to... Oh, come on!
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, AG5 never fucking fails, does it? Except when it's critical. And there's the easy handoff. Fumbles the ball. And then proceeds to double one the dodge.
Fortune doesn't favor fools.
Double one's the dodge. Yeah, there's got to be a new way to motivate them. Executions immediately, I swear. Well, now the Dwarves have just been given yet another gimme at this right here. The Dwarves break and scatter, and they go and try and recover the ball. At least that's what they're stating here. They actually are going to try and recover this thing. Dwarves quickly and very motivated to go get the Calico. They told it's full of beer. Lots and lots of beer. And they're definitely re-maneuvering to actually go and get that beer because that's what Dwarves do. Well, at least that's what they keep telling me anyway. At least that's what the bathroom wall keeps telling me. Well, that's the theory anyway.
Work, work.
Alright, does he got the ball? Yes, he does. Yeah, I know, absolutely. This is how I'm feeling about the Dwarves right now. Oh well. Vampires. Well, now you got to force it in and try and recover the ball. Now, AG5 can actually easily dodge this. Then again, he could have easily fucking dodged that. He double one, and here we go again. Yeah. It's the same fucking one, and he's stunned again. Must have one hell of an orange juice container on his hip. Alright, Vampires all standing back up there. What a complete fucking disaster this turn's been so far here. Vampires, alright, getting small players back into play. Finally makes the dodge easily. Well, she should have made the last. It's not your fault. It's totally not the coach's fault here. Nuffle, you're a cunt. Absolute bleeding sow of a cunt. Alright, push me, push you. Alright, oh, the vampire's gonna go for it. They've got to be tempted. Well, he is. Makes the dodge out. See? Perfectly possible 2 dice. And guess what? He fucking got him. That's what we want to see. Yeah, but he's got it. He's picked up the ball, time to run like a muppet. Or something. You know what I mean. Alright. Going Dauntless here, and we're going for the surf. Probably. Nah, it's a knockdown. Took him down there.
Let's get to it then.
Well, at least they got the ball clear. The vampires, at least they're not out of it. There's a stun on the front line here. The Thralls are putting up one hell of a fight here. Runner comes running back over. He's going to try and get the Calico. Gets it on the second try there. Now he's running. But again, incredibly vulnerable where he is. And that was a bad move. That was a bad move by the Dwarf coach. Because the vampire can still get a die in there. You shouldn't have moved him. He's perfect there. Moving him there is a big mistake. Not that you're going to pay for it, mind you, the way this is going. But, oh, here we go. Vampires, push me, push you. Dwarves rolling it out here. One more die. Push me, push you. Okay. Let's see how he works this time. Yeah, works it, works it. There's the punch. There's the takedown. Thrall barely survives.
Guns don't kill people. I do!
Might be killing, though.
Fire!
Yeah. There's a stun. He took one out of action there. That is a start. Oops, and suddenly Vampire's down to 9 players on the pitch here. They can still recover the ball. This isn't over just yet here. Dwarves, brawling, scrumming, everything they can do here. It's all going to come down to this little charge over. And it's not doing it. Now, Blitz is over here. All right, well. The Vampires by this point, it's turn 13. Here's the thinking. Buy time. Get another player free, at least to a better position, then see if he can do something. And there's the Bloodlust, because of course it is. Gets the hit. Unfortunately, doesn't re-roll that. Finally!
Holy dooly!
Holy dooly indeed. We fought, and yep, there's that dwarf dickery again. How you feeling, son? He's fine. And then there's the miracle dodge, and he's done it again. Once again, on an easy dodge with 85, rolls a 1. Because of course he does. Alright, so, turn 13. Dwarves, they do have possession of the Calico here, but they have finally taken, well, a stun. No, I'm serious, because he's apothecary the KO. They're not like that, and it comes back and bites you in the arse. That's the season for you there, lads. That's been the season for you so far. Well, the Dwarves have realised they've got to get rid of this lad. They can't count on him constantly fucking up. Dwarves marching down the field here, keeping coverage pretty solid here. And here we go, Troll Slayer, full on Dauntless, and gets the pow, and there's the takedown.
Help me!
Help me! Help you! You don't need any help. Nuffle's been helping you quite enough so far. Alright, there's a skull, there's a takedown. Thank you so much.
For Iron Forge!
Yeah, well, we don't care. Alright, so vampires. What can you do about that? Well, it's basically going to end up being a 1-die block unless they can figure out some bloody miracle here. Yahoo!
Time for a true display of skill.
Well, that's actually this next game. He actually fucking hit him. The dwarf coach is like, uh-oh, maybe I shouldn't have apothecaried that. Yeah, maybe! Finally, a dwarf gets removed from the pitch here. The vampires, it's a breath of life. Until that happens. Double skull, because of course it is. Have to re-roll that one there. Does get the takedown though. But that basically now makes anything a gamble here. So here they are. They are going to try. He gets 1 dice. Just the 1.
Fuck it up! Fuck it up!
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if all you've got is opponents is just bad luck. It really is. Oh, what a cunting this is becoming here. Alright, Dwarves, turn 14. Still sitting on the Wizard. They haven't needed it. They really haven't. Big punch to the poor Thrall here, takes him down. You see, the Dwarves themselves, by their punching, all they've done's KOs. 3 of them, that's all they've done. They really haven't done much. Like I said, the worst damage has all been done by the vampires themselves due to really bad die rolls. It's got nothing to do with the skill levels. Alright, push me, push you. And here we go. Finally, another solid hit. Does he get a Thrall? Nope, still can't do it. There we go. Charges in. Gets the Dauntless. There's another solid hit. Vampire does go flying. A bad chain push there. But you know what? We'll live with that. Not exactly your smartest chain push, but you know what? You'll take it. And now we're back to the vampires here. Turn 15. Well, I hate to say it. You have to recover the ball, and one of these players here, one of these vampires, has to run as the ultra receiver. You don't have any choice, lad. You really don't. Alright, AG5 gets the mark. Alright, that will help. Gets the Hypno Gaze. Now you see how cunning this play... And you're running the wrong way!
The unseen me is the deadliest.
Yeah, well, maybe, but as it is, there a big solid punch takes the runner. There's a KO! Unfortunately, he bloodlusted, so guess what he's looking for? He needs something to drink, and there's nothing there. Ball goes out, it's thrown back in across the field, but the problem is, remember, the vampires are now taking a bloodlust, and that's the end of the drive. There's no one in scoring position. Like I said, you moved the wrong one. He needs to go here. This is the one who needs to do the blitz. I hate to say it, it's the only mistake. Would you like to try that again there, Tiger? Yeah, well, at least he marks the ball. Dwarves are trying to make it 2-0. But yeah, as I was saying there, the vampires have actually only made one mistake. That was the only mistake they've made all game. I'm serious. They've played solid, just like the Khemri did. Very little, if any, mistakes. Unfortunately, the score's not reflecting it, is it? Well, there goes another one.
Heal me!
Heal you? I don't want to be bothered with you. Dwarves still swinging punches in a swing here. Push me, push you here. That frees up more Dwarves. How we go. 2 dice. Gets the Dauntless hit. Gets the big punch in. Can't break. And like I said, the Dwarves really haven't done anything this game. They've gotten 3 KOs on their own. The vampires, though, account for 4 of their own removals. That's really hard to get around, isn't it there, lads? Well, Dwarves, not much they can do here. Turn 6. Push me, push you here. They got to be thinking surf and turf time. Not having Apothecary now is finally starting to cost the Dwarves. And of course, it's a bloodlust. What else would it be? Oh, well, does get the solid hit. Gets the takedown. Is he going to suck face? Yes, he's going to go and suck some face here.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
See, where was this earlier? It's all just stuns now. Oh, what a difference that's making there. See, when the vampires actually can keep his players on the pitch. Very different game. What the hell was that for?
Do you hear the voices too?
Yeah, I hear voices, alright. Oh, wait, you mean the drink? Oh, that's beside the point. Oh, well, Dwarfs, there we go.
How's it hanging?
Yeah, big hit, big punch right there. And the Dwarves, yep, it's turn 16, and they are counting themselves incredibly lucky this game. Again. Yeah, this seems to be so far the tail in this division here for this Dwarf firm. No, I'm serious. That is the tail basically spelled out for them there. They have had nothing but luck so far for not only the first match, but now for the first 2 matches. Big hit here by the Troll Slayer. See, the Dwarves got nowhere. Every vampire is pretty much down, all but 1 Thrall. So, of course, we're going to do this.
Beatings.
Beatings, you mean beatings? Yeah, no surprise. Utterly no fucking surprise right there. There goes the Apothecary. Because why not? At this point, you absolutely do. Because that was a miss next time. Thank you, Ed. Ed, at least, knows what the score is. Does the call out. Does the ejection. And there is the mess. Yep, your final result, it is 1-0. Drunken Mayhem continues the Nuffling as they win their second match in a row there. As for Dragonhof, you didn't do anything wrong. You played brilliantly this game. You made one mistake. One. Just one mistake. And that was in the second half you made the one mistake. But this doesn't reflect what was going on other than a Nuffling. A complete and utter cunting. Sigh. Sorry about that, lads, but, you know, I wouldn't say it's a bias. No, absolutely. On this channel, you know, no one's biased. Absolutely. We totally love Dwarves. Say it with me. Love you, Dwarves. Well, there you are. We'll see you all same bat time on Sunday. Bloody awful Sunday. Nuffle. Bless your dice.